Good things.
There we go. All right. All right, we got people. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Petri Dish. There's something growing in here, and today it's technological skills. I figured out this situation. I have all this stuff, and sometimes I just don't remember that it works together.
Yeah.
And then one of my buddies was like, you should live stream the podcast. I was like, no, that would be a... Oh, well, no, I could do that.
Phenomenal idea.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? All right. That would be a good idea. And I figured, well, if I'm going to start streaming the podcast, I might as well have real guests again.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up, by the way. Really appreciate you letting me know. Hey, Joe, you're not only coming on the podcast, but we're going Joe live.
Yeah.
So that's...
Now we're all ready
good.
for
Hey,
people.
I'm down. Live is good. Live is real. Live is real.
Who we got? Shout out Lewis. Hey, what's up, man? Lewis C. Glad you made it.
Hey, Lewis.
And Gestapo. I'm glad you made it. Still not sure about that name, man. That's...
What is that name? What is that? Do you know the Gestapo?
Yeah, that was the part of the secret police from the Nazis.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Enough said.
I'm like, is that like a History Channel thing? I don't know.
Ballsy. It's ballsy.
So yeah, hey everybody. Our guest today is Joe Sorgani.
Hello.
Joe Comedy 775. I even put a little name tag down there for
you did?
you. Hell yeah.
That's dope. What's it say?
It just says your name.
Does it say Joe Comedy 775?
No, it just says Joe Sorgani.
Ah, damn.
We can.
We'll edit that out later and fix that for me.
I'm gonna put your logo down there.
I'm teasing. Thank you, dude. I'm stoked to be here. Sorry for being late.
It's all good. I mean,
it's not though. It's trash. It's trash. You got to show up to shit on time. I don't want to be Joe excuse guy, but it's just been one of those days.
I get it.
It was one of those nights where I wrote my schedule down on a napkin. Obviously, this podcast was at 6 p.m. On the napkin last night. And it just, everything in my day just kind of bum. And I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that sometimes.
Oh, yeah. There's times where I'm like, well, I feel like today's going to be bullshit. So I'm going to give myself like an hour-long buffer in between everything because something's going to get me.
I need time. I need a little time.
Yeah, there's
buffer time.
There was a time I was on a show. I was on a podcast here in Reno. It was like a music podcast they do around here. Worst Little Podcast. I was on that at 8 p.m. I was like, okay, I get off of work at 6. This will be fine.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, apparently we have this giant fucking deadline I didn't know about. I worked till 7:45. Said, guys, I'll be back after I go do this podcast.
Gotta do it.
And then went to the podcast and then went back to work at like 9 p.m.
I was cooking dinner. I was like, my daughter's helping me. Zoelle, shout out to Zoelle, helping me cook dinner tonight. My 9-year-old. She's cutting stuff up. She's handling shit. She's sauteing. She's handling it. She's doing the rice. And the whole time I'm just watching the clock. And then it was time to go get the wifey from work down the street. Well, the rice isn't done yet.
Ooh.
Okay? And I'm trying to save time because I got to get the Bobby Benedict motherfucking podcast. Okay? I don't have time to waste here. Sorry about the boom on that one.
It's all good.
I don't have time to waste here. So I had to ask myself, is it okay? And this is something that you can share with me as well, your opinion. Is it okay or is it not okay to leave the stove on for like 4 minutes? Unattended.
I do that shit all the time.
Do you really?
I'm like, okay.
I feel better now, dude.
I'm like, okay, I got this thing in the oven. It needs to cook for 30 minutes. I gotta go grab something at the store.
Ovens are a little different.
That's true. I've done like a simmer on the stove. I'm like, I'll just put it at 2. A fire can't start at 2. You know, that's my
I
thinking.
justified it really hard, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I may or may not have left it on for 4 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
You know, I think the only thing that can go bad in that time is if you have an active grease fire that we're already ignoring.
Yeah, I think you have to take into consideration what you're cooking. Yeah. Like bacon, I don't think you're good to leave that for 4 minutes real quick. I was doing rice. It was in a pot and just boiling, collecting water. I said to myself, it's good.
Yeah, you know, like it'll finish itself. You know,
but
like
if it's not good, your dog's not going to put the fire out.
Yeah, hopefully they'll at least like dig a hole in the wall or something. I hope
to get out. I have a doggy door. I have a doggy door.
That's smart. I cut my own doggy door in the door back here.
Did you?
Because I didn't want to spend like $200 something on like a insert or a new dog door. So I was like, well, I got a Sawzall. Might as well just.
We bought an insert. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
There's different heights. Okay, we bought one for this size door behind you. Okay, the one that you have to duck under because you're like 6'9", 6'9", not like 6'9". Sorry, we bought the wrong one. We have the taller door.
Shit, where it's like short, 7 feet or whatever.
Short, so my wife like built this custom patch. and we ran that bitch all last winter.
There you go.
And then recently I went to take it down because we were leaving for a few days. I like to take it out of the door.
Yeah, I don't want anyone climbing in.
Don't want anybody coming in the door. So I take it down. I got frustrated. I was like, couldn't get it. I'm home alone. I'm trying to hurry. I got shit to do. I'm almost late to another podcast or something. And I got frustrated, and I kind of like threw the wooden part on the door, the little patch that she made, and it broke. And then I had to break it to her. I was like, honey, I broke your patch. Your door patch? You know that thing for the short door that we bought, the wrong one? I broke the patch. I got frustrated.
At least you were real about it. Like that's so much better that you were like, I got frustrated and broke it, rather than just being like, I don't know what happened. Must not have been built too good.
The person who did it. The person who put it together was
just fell apart as soon as I started trying to get the door out.
But then we have to justify, it's like, okay, we'll just get rid of that one and go by the right size. It's like, well, like you said, dude, I don't think it was 200 bones, but it was like too much.
Yeah, it's like, if it's over $80, I'm going to think about it. That's usually my go-to thing.
I think it was like $130.
Yeah,
when
that's where I'm like,
nah. Yeah, it is good for the dogs, though. They appreciate it. When it's not in the hit the nails on the door thing, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I love having dogs. I've had dogs most of my life, but I found out I was allergic to them. I found out during my first dog.
Sucks.
My first dog, he would like lick me in the morning, and I was like, oh, why's my neck itch? I must not be shaving right or something.
How old were you when you figured this out?
I was like 22. Like, it took a while.
So you guys didn't have no dogs when you were growing up?
No, I had a dog. I had that dog since I was 9. And I just didn't think about it. I just thought I was like shaving wrong, or that I was like, I'm getting like a rash from something. I just didn't put it together.
I've had allergies for like 10 years. This shit's weird.
Yeah.
It's not the dog, though. No way.
It's crazy because I would like sleep. I'd like let that dog sleep in my bed, and I just always had terrible sinus problems. I'm like, I must have allergies all the time.
My brother's wife's wicked allergic to dogs, and every time she comes over, I just see her suffering on the couch, and I just feel trashy. I try to vacuum and shit, and he's like, no. He's like, Joe, don't over clean and don't stir it up.
It's all just going to be in the air.
Because then it's in the air, and then she really can't breathe. And I'm like, damn, dude, so clean, but don't clean, but don't. So 48 hours before she gets there, don't clean. But up until then, get all the hair out somehow.
Yeah, you got to leave time for it all to settle back down, and then it's dirty again.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but now, I'm allergic to dogs. My girlfriend's allergic to cats. We have both. Just because, we both, it was just
animals.
We love animals. It was a standoff. We're like, well, we like animals more than we care about being like, every once in a while, we'll just eat a Benadryl and deal with it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it, dude. We love our pets too. If I had to sneeze every now and then, allergies. I have allergies in like right now, fall, spring. I'm fucked.
Oh yeah, every season changes.
Every time, and it sucks. So the animal thing I don't have to deal with, but I get it from an allergen standpoint that shit blows.
Yeah. Well, speaking of family and things, I mean, let's get into it. I'm trying to think of your Instagram stuff. Father of 3, motorcycle guy, and just a general hype man. Of things.
I kind of have a little bit of a custom deal going on there. Father of 3, may or may not add one to the family, because my wife and I now don't have one together, so we might want to plant that seed.
There you go.
And have one together, which would really complete the family. But yeah, Father of 3 right now. Stand-up comedy, obviously, you know that I love that. Stand-up comedy's wicked hard, by the way. It's a challenging thing, and I love that about it. I love the challenge. I love being wicked social. I like being wicked cool to any comic that I encounter because I understand what it takes to get up there and put yourself out there and be like, listen, fuckers, time to laugh. Like, it's like, dude, okay, fucker, good luck. You better go for it. And then the Harley shit. Dude, love Harleys. Harleys are like the greatest connection thing ever. If you're into motorcycles, which I grew up just as a kid, dude, wicked into dirt bikes.
Nice.
All my cousins and all my friends raced, but my dad was a dirtbag and he wasn't into it, and I fucking resent him for it a little bit. So I was the kid that was like watching all of his cousins and all of my friends race and was like stomping their line out for them, before they go take off at the gates, and just I was envious, dude.
Yeah.
But my love for motorcycles grew and grew and grew, and so I bought my first dirt bike when I was working for Tom's Tree Service. Shout out to Tom out in Michigan. When I was in 6th and 7th grade in the summers there, bought a YZ80. And then my love for motorcycles has grown. Harley shit, though, now is I've kind of evolved into the Harley game.
More of just cruising around rather than the dangerous jumps and stuff.
Well, both of them are wicked dangerous, but I don't know, dude. Riding a dirt bike has its high, and then riding a Harley has its high. So basically anything motorcycle related, I'm down.
Just getting that adrenaline. Just
even little
wind.
mini bikes, dude, bicycles. I'm wicked into snowboarding and skiing as well. But the Harley scene and the people that I've met through that, Braden Hibden got me into Harleys. Jay Brew, my good friend of mine in Truckee, nice. Who's introduced me to a lot of people up there, which is created opportunities for me to do comedy up there as well in Truckee. I love doing comedy in Truckee. Shout out to all my Truckians.
It's the best spot. Like, anytime I've gone to Truckee.
We just did it together recently.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Man.
You crushed, by the way.
Thank you. That was such a fun show. I just looked out and I was like, whoa, packed tables. Like, that gave me energy just seeing those people.
Joe, never afraid to admit when I had a little bit of a struggle. And I'm not going to say that I did poor. I just didn't do as well as I wanted to. I think I hold myself to a wicked high expectation. That crowd was, they were dope. I gave them shit. I thought that I was like starting it out. I was like, listen, fuckers. You know, it's Monday night. You're out here, you know, using this comedy show as an excuse to drink. And that's, I love that. I get it. But it was like at first, like everybody's kind of cold and shit and just not really turned on. And I don't know how good I am at starting. I'm going to work on that, Bobby. Starting a show when you're not hosting, when you actually are the first comedian up, is a fucking thing.
Yeah,
that is a thing. And so it was good for me to kind of experience that up there. But like I said, love Truckee, love doing comedy up there. Tahoe Motorcycle Connection, we link with a bunch of people. We do it every Wednesday this last summer. That was super awesome. Anybody on any bike from anywhere that just wants to meet up and be good people and have a good time and share the love for motorcycles. That's what it's all about, dude.
Just keeping that network.
That network, dude, and linking and connecting. And dude, you'd be surprised, man. I've met some really kick-ass people, you know, through the bike game. Tahoe Shit Show, that's on my Instagram. That was super lit. We did a ride around the lake.
Oh, man.
I think we had, like, don't quote me on this number. I think it was like 300 bikes, though.
Ooh.
It was a good meetup. And obviously with all the stuff that we've been going on as a society, it was nice, dude, to get out on the hogs. We couldn't do an event, okay?
Yeah, but you can just be like, well, I'll be in this area at a certain time.
And then we'll go for a ride. So that's what it was. Shout out to my buddy Josh Root on Instagram. He's the man. He's the one that puts the Tahoe Shit Show together. And then he's like, hey, Joe, what's up, hype man guy? MC guy, and then I voice it for him, and then together collectively, just with all the kick-ass people, it just is such a great time. So love the Harley shit. I'm gonna continue to MC stunt shows in Reno this coming spring and summer, and then hopefully more across the country. That's in the works. Stay tuned.
Hell yeah.
And that's with a friend of mine, Tyler Hewerts, Tall Boy T, who I met through Harley's Connections.
Yep, there
and,
it is.
A guy, CJ Barham, who I met through Harley's. #Connections. Which it's all good. I'm into mutual beneficial relationships. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get that.
From a business standpoint and like really trying to create and use your networking and connection skills and just be a dope person and treat others with love and respect. And it's crazy what you can build together. And that's what I'm into, dude. Yep. Seriously.
Yeah, that's definitely because, like, not to get too behind the scenes, but like we were having that talk a little bit at your show of just like, the scene isn't very accepting of people from the outside at all.
No.
And like,
I've experienced that.
Yeah, and so like, I have been trying to, in the very least, just make my own circle, you know, like, because even 4 or 5 years ago when I first moved here, like, they took me in, but I wasn't ever on the shows. I could go to the open mics and people would say hi to me, but it wasn't like a. It's not what, dude, it's definitely not what I expected. Do you mind if I live stream some shit? Go for it.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's get that going. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. I'm going to go ahead and set my phone up here real quick. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, we got some comments up there.
All right, we're live now.
There it is.
Say what's up to some of the people that might pop on here. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, where were we, Bobby?
Oh, yeah, the scene's just not that accepting sometimes.
No.
And especially with the constant turnover of people, like, I don't know. I respect everything you do because you know how to put on a show, at least in the fact that, like, you get people there and you try to bring people together.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's the thing that like other comics don't understand is you can do comedy with each other all day, but if it's in front of nobody, you're just kind of jerking off in front of each other all the time, and then there's no point.
So one thing that I think I've done a great job as well of when I've done my shows, I've done the ones at the basement. Those were all awesome. I'm going to continue to do shows there. But this last one at Dead Ringer, shout out to my guys there, Travis Rose, I love you. Zach, thank you. Like bringing everybody together and then giving comics the opportunity to do a set in front of 100 people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to elevate the comedic scene in Reno, mainly for locals and myself, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
I just think that it could be better, and it doesn't have to be one source, and we can all work together. Like, shout out to all the comedians watching this. You want a link? Hit me up. I'll put you on, dude. I will put you the fuck on. There's no cool guying here. Let me make that clear. I do not cool guy. Have I ever cool guyed you?
Nah.
I'm not into the cool guy shit. You know what, dude?
Yeah.
Don't get me riled up here, Bobby. I just want to enhance the comedic scene. I really appreciate your kind words of telling me that you respect my abilities to put on a show. December 10th.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Dude.
You know, the little sweater thing. It's like a little teaser to get it out there. Like
You
everyone
that
just get
teaser?
ready to hang
It
out.
pisses
Yeah.
people off, though. They're like, dude, what the fuck was that? I'm like, that's just promo.
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
one.
That's the whole point, though. Is just like now you want to know. Now you want to know.
Don't tell them all right now. Don't tell them all right now.
Oh shit! But yeah, I just there's skills that some people have on stage that they can't translate anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of talent in this scene, but there's also a lot of doing nothing, and that's the tough part.
I want to help that.
Yeah.
Like, let's work together. If you have a spot, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you be running the Coffee and Comics, correct?
Yep, on
Dude,
Tuesdays.
I haven't even been there yet. Shame on us for that. We could look at each other right there like, yo, that's bullshit. Is it me not just showing up, or am I looking for like a Bobby Blessing, like, yo, bro, we'd love to have you down at Coffee and Comics? Because I can tell you right now, one of my favorite things that's happened is, you know, comics will reach out now. They're like, yo, you got any shows coming up? And I'm like, it makes me realize that it's worth it for them. They're like, yo, Joe, if you got something going on, let me know. And I'm like, dope, I'll try to put you on.
Yep.
Let's reciprocate that. You know, if I put you on, I'm not asking for nothing. And I've paid every comic that's ever done one of my sets. You recently did the Dead Ringer. You weren't on the lineup, and everybody that's on the lineup, I try to give a cut to. I'm trying to progress the scene in that sense too. We have to market ourselves. We have to make a little money for ourselves.
Exactly.
And you don't got to get rich off of it. I'm not doing it for that right now, Bobby. I'm just trying to find success with it because I'm wicked passionate about it. And that sense of connection. And then, dude, when we're on stage and we put together that show, Dead Ringer, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, we're the shit. This is great. And then you guys did a great job. Shout out to all the Bay Area comics that came through. I love you guys.
Yeah, those I love those guys too, and that's why, like, when I saw you were putting on that show, I was like, well, I want to support, and I love all those people on the bill. So like, I got to fucking show up.
Wait. So you saw the flyer, or whatever. You saw the promo. You saw what I was doing, and you're like, I'm gonna go to this show.
Yeah, I was like, this is a day that I definitely, in the very least, just want to hang out.
I don't remember. Did I make you pay?
I showed up and did it anyway.
I don't. No. I'm saying at the door as a guest.
Yeah.
Did I charge you?
You weren't up there, but I just went in there and
appreciate your contribution. See,
Yeah,
not
man.
only
I
is
just wanted to support.
he's progressing the scene on a whole nother level. Because I would have let you in for free, no doubt. Just saying, Bobby's like, I'd have blessed Bobby with the entry. But no, appreciate that. And then what happened? I want to hear your perspective.
You know, everyone started showing up. We're doing things.
Yeah.
And then you got the green room set up, and you were like, come on back with us. Fuck it. And then we're back there, and you were like, you're here first. You want to go up? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do.
Dude,
you know,
and
like,
you jumped all over it.
yeah, I was like, this seems like it's going to be a dope show. And then later on, I went and peeked out of the green room and saw the fucking packed outside, and I was like, this is gonna be a real good show.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah.
Because I've had a show at Dead Ringer before, and you know, like, sometimes people don't want to go all the way out there. But I guess also if there's nothing.
Did you see me? I mean, the thing is, though, the reason why the shows turn out that way is because of the connections, whether it be with the motorcycle group or going and doing comedy sets or just friends that I have and friends of their friends that they tell. So it's a lot of just networking and connection and getting people to buy into a dope comedy show, right? But I also went in the streets and sold like 40 tickets in the streets.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm just hungry to make the shows that way. Like the December 10th show, I take a huge responsibility in being the one that makes sure that there's 100 people there and that we are all 100% COVID compliant.
Yeah, I mean,
and we are social distance, and we are taking all that into consideration. Anyways, I'm just saying, you gotta. It doesn't just happen, dude.
Yeah.
You can't just like put a flyer up and be like, "Come through," and then next thing you know, there's 100 people.
That's the thing that gets me. Is like, I mean, I'm guilty of doing this for some of my stuff, but only because like right now I just have the open mic, and it's supposed to be real low key because we cannot pack out that coffee shop because it wouldn't help them for right now.
No, it seems like what you guys are doing down there is dope. I mean, I've definitely been checking it out. I've seen your stories on Instagram. I've seen other people that have posted pictures from doing sets there that I've either done comedy with or have talked to. I have like a little playbook of Reno comedians.
Oh yeah, it's important. I have a little Excel of like
Excel.
Active people.
So I don't know how to work Excel. Maybe you could teach me some Excel shit.
Yeah, I could try to teach you something.
Maybe I mean,
get some spreadsheets, get a little Google Doc or something. We can all share in it. Yeah.
So no, but I have a notebook. I actually have an actual notebook of all the comedians in Reno, and I definitely try to put all of them on at some point.
Yeah.
You know, like I have a little guest banger slot that somebody hit me up and was like, "Listen, fuck you," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "No, seriously, I want to be on the next show," and I was like, "All right, dude, you called me. I appreciate the phone call. I'm doing good. Good to talk to you." And no, but he was just like, "Yo, put me on. What's up?" And I was like, "Unpaid set. But there's going to be a dope crowd there, and it's an ugly sweater event, and it's a toy drive. Like, get your shit ready." And he's like, "I'm already ready." And I'm like, "Good."
Oh boy, I'm
like, come with that heat, dude.
Yeah, I like when people come with that confidence, because especially so many comedians, once they start getting into it, they just hate all their own shit. They don't even want to be there until they hit the stage, and they're like, "Oh, I'm here." But it's just like, I kind of like when people have that hunger, but just too many times it's not backed up. That's why you got to. That's why I'm glad you were like, unpaid guest spot. You have to show us what you can do first.
So this guy is actually, he's made money doing. I think he's done 2 of my other shows that I put on. So this person, we know I'm not going to drop names right now because it's all secretive. All we're dropping is that save the date. All right, more promo coming. Anyways, so he's made money doing it with me, but I was just like, "Yo, I didn't like plan this with you or a guest spot in it. You were the first one to eagerly fucking like come with it, and so I'm giving you a 6-minute banger."
There you go.
Right? And same thing with that you did. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw you up there crashing and everybody was laughing, I was like, yeah, fucking made a good decision doing that. You know, that was cool. And that's it, dude. Love that shit.
And I pride myself on being a hot opener. You know, like I do good.
Hot opener.
I do good right at the top,
yeah, or
right before the headliner, because like there's just like an energy about whatever I'm doing that people kind of buy into.
I definitely agree with you. I agree with that. Yeah. That first or just before headliner. Have you headlined a set? What's your longest set that you've done?
I did. I headlined a 30-minute one up in Humboldt at the Savage Henry place.
How is that 30? How is that Dirty 30?
That's fucking rough. Like
30 minutes is dope.
Because like, especially that was last January, so I didn't have some of the same jokes or transitions that I have now to kind of put all my material together. So like, started off really good beginning for about 5 minutes, and then it really, like, the energy just like hard stop for like 15 minutes.
No way.
And then I was able to like dismount and get everyone back on my side for the ending. But yeah, it was.
So you were flying solo, wings out, just.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes, just stale-fished?
Just trying to tell stories, then realizing those stories have no fucking point.
You have to go through that.
Yeah.
You have to go through that. I can't wait to go through more of that.
Yeah, it's...
Actually, I take that back. It sucks.
It sucks so much, but then afterwards, like, the amount of analyzing you get to do to be like, okay, what the fuck do I need to fix? What new things do I need to write?
Yes.
And, like, after I didn't bomb, but I did not do the best on my own headlining show, and that it kind of hurts. So I was like, okay, back to the drawing board.
Was that your first headline jump?
Yeah,
that changes shit too. That was the first, like, because when the night before, at least for me anyways, when it's like you're doing like 15 or more, Which I haven't even. I'm not going to sit here and talk like I've had hella opportunities like that, but I have done it.
Yeah.
More than once. And when you're given those opportunities, it just hits a little different the night before when you're thinking about all your shit and you're wondering how well it's going to go and you're wondering what the turnout's going to be like. So props to you for 30.
Hey,
I mean,
thanks,
fucking
man.
A, let's get you another headline, Joe. And that's the thing is, being able to. Sorry, I had an itchy ear.
Oh, yeah.
I need a Q-tip. You got any Q-tips?
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. Let me get a Q-tip. Oh, that's funny. Fuck, I lost train of thought. I got wicked high before I came here.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was like, "There's too much electronics. I can't do that to myself." I was like, "I'm gonna fuck something up."
But no, it hits differently when you're doing it that many minutes the night before and shit, wondering how it's gonna go. Lost train of thought. So why don't we just hit them with tickets are gonna be on sale on Eventbrite. They actually are right now.
Joe Comedy 775. Keep an eye out on all socials.
On all socials. Dude, I really want to know what I was saying. What the hell was I just saying? I needed to close that up.
Yeah, no, it was just about like the night before. Like I have the same like nervous energy at least a full 24 hours before a show.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'll write the names of the jokes that I know I want to do, and then I'll be like, okay, these are the tags I know I want to hit, and then I'll be like, okay, how can I get a transition? Do I have a transition joke?
Don't overthink it. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
Like.
Half the time, though, I'll end up getting to the show and then not even starting off right.
You don't drink, do you?
I try not to right before I go on, but I feel like I'm kind of better. 2 beers, like 2 beers minimum and maximum.
Okay.
Like that's the spot. Right
Everybody, I feel like if you're an up and coming comedian or you've been in the game for 2 years or 4 years or 6 or 20, I think you have to find that if you drink at all, what's your pre-comedic limit in max. I think I found mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely. 2 shot, 2 beer.
Oh yeah.
That's max. That's like stop it.
Because then
and it's not like all at the same time, like trying to get hammered. But
it's just like the hour or hour and a half before the show, trying to like get loose, and someone's like, "Hey, I came to your show. Let's do a drink."
Trying to come out there loose, dude. You know. I don't know. I think it's good to have a balance.
Yeah, because it can definitely get too loose, and I have done that.
My dad's done that.
Much.
My dad's done that. Is that funny? That's not funny.
Oh boy.
You know how I heard about that?
How?
Dude, shout out to my dad real fast. Love you, Dad. Ed. So Ed, one time, I love you, Dad. He's like, son, I could do stand up, and his voice sounds like that too. So he's got that raspy marble red voice, you know. And he's like, I'm gonna do comedy, and I'm like, all right, well, here's some places to go do some sets. You know, go do some open mics. Let me see what you got. And then he's like, I'm trying to get on your show, son.
Oh,
and I'm
boy.
like, Dad, I got you, fam. Just practice a little bit first, okay? That's all I'm asking.
Get the words in order.
So he goes blind onion. He goes blind onion, and he goes in there, and
that room's tough.
Dude,
it is not set up for comedy.
I love that room. We did it one time
it's fun
on the
to,
bigger
fuck
side.
around with people. Yeah.
Prior to COVID, we did one there that was awesome.
In that big personal room
I
on
get
the
what
side.
You're saying.
Yeah.
Like my dad going down there, very, very, very virgin comedian, and he goes up there and he's given 4 minutes, and he does 12.
Shit.
Which you don't do.
Yeah, he probably just, like doesn't understand the light, can't gracefully dismount from a thing.
No, that's not what it was. He didn't know his limit, so he was drunk.
Oh boy.
Right? And then he chose to do 12 minutes when he was given 4, which is a big no-no. And then he also used words that are highly inappropriate, even if you're the dopest comedian on the fucking earth.
Oh no!
And he didn't say it once, but I think Dylan, shout out to Dylan, said that he did it like 15 times in 12 minutes. I call him, I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? This is not okay, bro. You cannot do 12 minutes at an open mic when you're given 4 and say that kind of vulgar language.
Yeah, you're breaking all the rules.
Dude, he broke all the fucking rules. All the fucking rules. And he's like, it wasn't that bad, was it, son? And I'm like, he laughed about it, but I could tell that he was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was just like, I'm not my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so I guess that's a lesson as well in comedy. There's just certain shit that I don't say in places that I don't go that I don't think that I'll ever have an interest in doing or growing.
Yep. I definitely, especially as a new comic, you end up also finding a lot of the things that, like, as your stage persona, you can't say. That's one thing. I was actually
your stage persona.
Yeah.
I definitely have one of those.
Yeah, I have the same thing. In the very least, it's not like you're trying to play a different character, but it's just like you're playing into how the people are perceiving you. And if you aren't aware of that and you say some off shit for the person you are, like I know I can't get overly sexual.
Yes, you can. I'll let you go there all day.
Exactly,
dude.
though.
That's
like
hilarious.
I can dip into it and I can give like a little wink and a nod, but like other people
you don't push.
Yeah, like I can't get Sarah raunchy.
Oh yeah.
Or
Sarah.
else people will be like, ugh.
What the fuck?
You know, like so
Sarah
like,
goes
I can't
deep.
do that.
She goes dark. I love it.
Yeah, and so like finding those areas when you're starting the hard way is rough because you're like, I thought these jokes, like people told me these jokes were good.
Fuck.
And then I get in front of an audience and say them, and everyone is just dead silent, staring at me with like ugh, faces. It's
you know, it's a good feeling though, as well as when you have those stale moments and it's bad, and then you don't let yourself fall down too hard on your face, and you kind of keep it moving, and then you end up closing hard, like you said for that 30-minute banger. You ended up closing that one out tough. It's all part of the growth. I'm learning every time I touch a microphone.
Yeah, it's
dope.
It's always learning. Like I only learned this year, like earlier in the year before everything got shut down with COVID. I learned, like, if I think I'm bombing and something isn't working, I have to bring the audience in with me. So I'll find someone in the front and be like,
"Hey, you're coming with me, dude."
Yeah, like, "Hey, we're both in this."
I need your help.
And then they're like, "Oh, what?" Like they're thrown off, and then like you're engaged again, and then someone else is in there, and so like you can at least get like one person on your side, and then it builds from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it can be rough. Comedy is.
You got any more questions about my gram? Because Joe Graham, dude. I don't do it for the gram, by the way. I do it for the love and for the scene and for the progression.
Here's another thing that, going through your Instagram stories, another weird cosmic connection in the air. I know that you're a fan of Mike Love.
Holy shnikes.
Right.
I'm an insanely huge fan of Mike Love. Shout out to Mike Love Music.
And I saw Mike Love when I was graduating from 8th grade in Hawaii.
Shut up.
Because my English teacher, Mr. Lovelace, that's his son.
What?
Yeah, and so like I got to see him back in like 2003.
Hold on. Shut up, dude. His dad, Mike Love's dad, was your music teacher?
He was my English teacher.
Holy shit,
like,
that's sick.
He was the first dude to inspire me to do anything on stage. Like he made us do like Shakespeare theater. He would do a song about different words like on the morning TV all the time. And so like, man,
I thought this podcast was gonna be sick, and it's way sicker than I knew. That is so.
I try to
so cosmic, like you said. Cosmic connections. Mike Love is, everybody goes through things in life, Bobby. Everybody has struggles. Everybody has things that they deal with that are wicked hard. I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to admit that I cry.
Yep.
I try not to cry, but sometimes I cry that shit out, Bob. But with that being said, my hardest times in my life, Mike Love Music has like not only got me out of feeling like I'm drowning, but like pushed me and excelled me. And I think has inspired me in a sense to be creative and love every day and forgive every day and to just be a dope human being.
Yeah.
It's changed me in a positive way, dude. Shout out to music, first of all.
Yeah,
Shout out to music in general. But Mike Love, if you don't know who he is, if you watch my stories at all, or you know any of my shit, you know that
all the time
that I love Mike. He actually, he'll repost my shit and he'll message me back. I've talked to Kendra, his wife. She's wicked kind. Super awesome people, dude. I've met him multiple times with my wife. Me and my wife have seen him probably 6 times live.
Nice.
And afterwards, the cool thing about Mike is he always stays after and
I like that.
will meet and greet everyone. And every time I see him, I'm just like fanboying hard. I'm like, fuck, there's Mike. All right, don't say nothing douchey.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Like, walk up slow. Don't run up to him.
But he's just, dude, he's so mellow, and he's just, his aura. You know when certain people just have that presence? Holy shit, dude.
Like, somehow he exudes calmness.
Man,
because
it's incredible.
I think both of us have a very manic energy. Like, we're just like all our muscles for some reason are just hard all the time.
All the time. All my muscles are hard all the time.
Move fast and yell at things. Like, it's just how we, especially before a show. But like, that guy is just so laid back.
It's funny you say that. all the love to Mike Love. Go check out Mike Love music. And that cosmic connection, just, dude, I thought this was going to be sick. It's way sicker. I love it. That just made, I like you that much more. That's great. And I want to hear stories about that, but I want to move on to something real quick and touch on something. And I don't know what our time's at, but if
we'll be good.
If we're getting there, just shut me up. I know it's hard because I talk too much. That manic energy. I was diagnosed bipolar 1 when I was getting out of the Navy, and it was a really hard experience for me. I've done a podcast with Fiki, who's a rap musician in town, also flips houses. He's a badass. And JP Films, who's a videographer. I've done a podcast with them called Go to Bed, and I've owned this episode that I've had, and I've talked about it, and I've released it, and I've put it out to the world. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed what I went through, but it's interesting that you said manic energy, because you know what? That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is almost literally like, at a certain point you can kind of control how you're acting, but it's still a mania. Like, you just still feel that hunger.
You are who you are.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I shut that off, and I didn't allow people to see that exuberant energy and that. But that is who I am.
Yeah.
But there is a difference between feeling that way and having that energy and being on point and taking care of yourself and taking care of your family. And then there's a flip side of it. There's a dark side to it, which is being out of touch with reality. Doing too much, doing things that you wouldn't normally do. And so I wouldn't say that I'm an advocate or somebody that knows everything about bipolar disorder or mental health, but I have suffered, I guess you could say, some people call it, and not because of my own life, but because I've had to deal with situations that have made having that label or having that title above me makes life a lot harder.
Yeah,
you're just, dude, you can't, you get mad, get mad, you can't just be a guy that got a little upset.
Nope.
You're
he's bipolar. Yeah.
So anybody that deals with mental health, I talk to a lot of people that struggle, that have been diagnosed and who haven't. A lot of people reach out to me, they ask me for advice and stuff. I'm always open door policy for that. Anybody that sees a story of mine or follows me or comes to a comedy show, like, if you're struggling with anything like that, please, by all means, hit me up, and I'll walk you through it and help you in any way that I can, because my life is really great. A huge part in that to my wife, Chanel Correa. She's amazing. She stuck with me. She doesn't judge me and doesn't use that against me ever. And that's been 6 years. I haven't had a manic episode, depressive or manic, in 6 years. So that's huge. But I also talk to people. Yep. I meditate.
That helps.
Take physical care of myself. I laugh a lot. And one of the greatest things in my life is making other people laugh. That's why my motto is, because life is better when we laugh as friends. And so, like I said, I want to say that, do you know the suicide prevention hotline number?
Ooh, I don't have it memorized.
Dude, we need to. Do you have your phone handy? Let's make sure we say that out loud, dude. I need to memorize it. I want to say that I know it, but I don't want to say something that's not accurate. Yeah. But it's always good to throw that out there. Even on your darkest days, dude, we've all been there. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, which, by the way, I think a lot of what I went through with my disorder was sleep deprivation related. Ooh. Go to bed.
That'll get you. That'll get your brain chemicals.
Hey Bobby.
Ooh.
Get some rest. Like, seriously.
All right. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 800-273-8255 in case anyone needs it. And they, I haven't personally called them, but I've had many friends who have said that, you know, like, they're not. Of course, they're not miracle workers, but they'll talk with you. They'll be there with you.
Yeah.
They will sit there with you in whatever you're going through and just try. And
10 times out of 10, that's all you need to do.
Is just have someone else anchoring your back into reality.
You need to just, like, whatever you're going through, whatever just happened, it is its own thing, and you have every right to feel the way you do, but being able to talk to somebody and just have somebody listen and just get that shit off your chest and, like, let it out is 10 times out of 10 gonna save you from making a life-ending mistake or going that dark.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said open door policy. Anybody that ever needs a talking to, if you're struggling, I'm here for you. Joe Comedy is here for you.
There you go.
So yeah, dude, I'm glad, dude, that was sick.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad we rolled into that.
I'm also a huge mental health advocate because
Dope.
like I still don't know the full range of whatever I should be diagnosed with because honestly I was just afraid of doctors for the longest time, so I didn't go. And so like right now I'm kind of being like treated for ADD stuff, but like I've got family members and very close friends that are all, you know, the various I think most of them bipolar 2. But still, you know, like it's...
You may or may not have a mental disorder, Bobby, but regardless, your energy and your presence and your ability to bring laughter and bring light and bring love, fuck everything, that is what makes you special, and that is a characteristic that a lot of people wish that they possessed. It's like a good friend once told me, and he's from Boston, so he's got an accent.
Yes.
And he's like, Joe, if you know what to do, it's like a fucking superpower. and in a sense, dude, he fucking changed my life that day when he said that. Because I think the biggest thing for me is if I felt or if I see myself or if family came to me and were like, yo, bro, then I would listen.
Yep.
But at the same time, it goes back to that label and that having that thing over your head. And then nobody's circumstances are easy. Everybody deals with things. So not being characterized as somebody who is bipolar and can't deal with their problems versus a person that's just going through some shit that's really fucking hard.
Yep. That's one of the main things I believe in is you are not whatever your diagnosis is. You are you, and just whatever you got going on is just your set of tools.
It's okay.
Like,
it's all good.
You can get somebody to help you use your set of tools or whatever, but it's just like you're still you no matter what.
I saw a slogan recently that said it's not okay, but it will be. And I've been, dude, I've been saying that out loud. I'm glad we touched on that, dude. That's a huge thing for me.
It is, yeah.
And then, you know, it's like with comedy, it's like, it could be perceived as something that could be good for me in comedy or something that's bad. And I'm just not going to allow it to go into a negative light. I've had so many people reach out to me and so many people come up to me after shows that be like, thank you. Don't stop. This is fucking lit. You are awesome. Don't stop doing what you're doing. And that alone is enough for me to understand and accept the fact that what I'm doing is sick as fuck.
Yep.
And what's dope is as you gain momentum and as you prove things and as you make those steps, you know, you get people to come in and be on your team and want to build it and want to help grow it with you, which is sick as fuck. Which leads me to my next thing. Question to you. When are we doing Coffee and Comics?
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, it's usually every Tuesday. Not this Tuesday because me and the owners figured might be a little crazy. So we're not going to do the open mic on election night. That just doesn't seem like it's going to go chill. But we will be going next... Not this Tuesday, the Tuesday after that, and just every time we start 6 p.m. now just because
I'm going to come through. I want to do that one if that's cool with you. Is it just a sign-up, Joe?
Yeah. Like you get a spot if you want.
You guys are doing open mic just for comedy.
Yeah,
okay?
just for comedy.
So it's just comedy.
Yeah,
cool.
We've had people.
I like open mic comedy versus
general open mics.
Yeah, they're different. They're different.
Whole different energy and different audience. We've had a few people come in and we thought they were going to do comedy and then they just started rapping. Like they put a beat on an iPod into the mix and we were like, oh.
Hey, dude, I could do that too, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I've heard that you
Joe
can,
freestyle?
That you can bust some rhymes.
Who told you that I could bust rhymes?
Well, I think I actually saw it once at the basement.
Oh, so that wasn't really Joe busted rhymes.
Okay.
That was more like Joe folk. Because he was jamming on the guitar there.
Sweet.
Fun fact about that show, if you want to hear it.
Totally.
Stevie August Music, hi Stevie, he was the guy playing the guitar that night. I had riffed with him and like jammed by the fire one time previous to that. And I called him like the day before the Joe show is what I called it. I headlined my own show like a douche, which was sick. And told him, I said, yo, can you be at the show on Friday at fucking 8 p.m.? I'm headlining my own show. I want you to come up at the end. I'm going to take ping pong balls, and I'm going to throw them into the crowd, and I'm going to throw Sharpies to those people that catch them. I'm going to have them write topics on the ping pong balls, throw them back, and then we're going to make a song. And he's like, dude, I'm fucking there. And I was like, sick. So I was worried, though, a little bit. I was like, fuck, dude, we only riffed it one time together as friends. I was like, and I'm gonna pull him on stage and just be
and
like,
just try to go for it,
and just send it. And so it really added like a butterfly factor.
Oh yeah.
And what was cool is he showed up, and I was about to go on. My set was about to happen, and I remember I ran in the basement to this. There's like this stairwell back by the restrooms, and I was like, "Which one are you gonna play?" And he starts, playing the riff, and I'm like, "Okay," I'm fucking like listening to it real quick. I'm like,
trying to get that.
I'm like, I don't remember that one at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one at all. I'm like, play the fucking other one. Play the fucking other. But he ended up coming up there. My friend Jeff started throwing the ping pong balls at me. It's not funny. I had him staged on the stage with the Sharpies, and I was gonna fucking be like, all right, we've reached a point in the show where we do some comedy
like
songs.
a planned thing. Like you were gonna try to do a thing.
It.
Yeah, you had a whole plan.
And he at some point fucking ran up and grabbed the ping pong balls. And I'm on stage and I go to grab him. I'm like, we're at the point in the show where we're gonna do this. And you talk about a stale fish sometimes when you got 100 people in that small of an area and you go, hold on one second.
Yeah, and you're like,
it doesn't really work that way. Next thing you know, ping pong ball, boom, hits me in the head. I see it on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? Next thing you know, like 3 come rolling by me, and I'm just like looking like an asshole walking around grabbing the ping pong balls. And I was just like, who does that? Like, what kind of friend?
Yeah, you got heckled, not even verbally. Like you like that's.
I'm not gonna lie about it. We had a talking.
Of course.
I was like, dude,
you fucked up my whole bit.
and I bet you if he's watching it right now on my live, which he's not because he's not that supportive.
Called him out.
He definitely doesn't regret it at all.
Oh, of course not. Hecklers never do.
But yeah, getting back to my point, I love to freestyle. I got some talented musician friends in Reno. One of the rappers is my boy Alex Heem. Have you heard of Heem?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, lyrically gifted individual. Been freestyling with him for like since I've known him.
Nice.
So like 8th grade when I moved out here, I met Heem back in Billinghurst days. And dude, can you freestyle?
No, I can't freestyle. I've always been.
Would you freestyle though?
I think I could.
Like
try
if we were
it.
vibing out, hanging out, having a little party, beat comes on. Are you beatboxing or are you rapping?
Oh, I definitely do the rapping. Yeah.
He's like, didn't you say there was going to be a beat on? Now I'm beatboxing,
Yeah.
and you want me to rap?
I'd go for it.
Have you ever rapped before?
A little bit. I've never done freestyles because I actually started in music. I started as a drummer.
Well, I know that you're musically inclined. I see instruments all over.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you play instruments, correct?
Oh yeah, band is called Sad Giants. Everyone check it out.
Dope,
but yeah, we're
dope.
more like emo punkish things. So like, I'm
Sick.
not
I'll
much
come
of a
support
rapper.
that shit. Fuck yeah.
But I've fucked around with rapping, if only for comedy things. Like half my stuff on Spotify is like comedy raps I did for Halloween and one for Thanksgiving because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, dude, I think I've heard one of those actually.
Yeah.
That's dope. I want to hear more of that.
Oh yeah, guys. I mean, just look me up on Spotify. I'm there. I try to get
I have a
everything
song
out
called
there.
Shit Pants that's unreleased.
Hell yeah. Let's get it released. I got
I
a
don't
whole
know,
release
dude.
structure.
I've showed people this song, and when I show the friends and shit, and I'll show strangers, I don't care. I get a 50-50 result. 50% of the people are like, post it, and then 50% of the people are like, delete that shit.
Yeah, they're like, no more.
So what's cool though is I honestly can see the visual to this song, thinking about the lyrics, and then thinking about the beat, and then thinking about like the music video, the visual to it, and it would be fucking hilarious. It would really be funny. I think I'm gonna push into getting into creating some more comedy songs though, dude. I fucking love that. Can you riff on like you play the ukulele?
Oh yeah, I can do ukulele and pretty much all the string things. Yeah.
Do you have a uke right now?
No, my uke's still at the practice.
You should have told me to bring my uke because that's the only instrument that I play. We could have fucking jammed right now.
I need to.
We
buy
need to give the people what they want.
Yeah, ukulele songs.
All 2 people watching this right now. I'm sorry that you're not gonna get to experience the ukulele song right now.
Oh man,
And that's just on my feet. I'm pretty sure you got.
Oh yeah. Next time we'll have just a whole array of instruments out on the table
That'd be
ready
lovely.
to go.
That would be lovely.
Cause yeah, I just love making songs and things. You know, like it's
Me
fun.
too. Creative shit. That's that manic shit.
Oh yeah, where I'm just like I need to get something out of me right now.
I love it.
And it's just like let's do it.
I love it.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go into the final part of the podcasting thing. What do you got to plug? And I know we got 1210. Now we got that on the books coming up. Keep an eye out for 12/10.
So
December
12/10 right now. Thanksgiving time this month, November. I'm going to take some time to go hit some mics and do some other things. So I'm not going to be putting on a Joe Comedy 775 show for November. But we're going to push for this December 10th show. It's a Thursday night again, another Thirsty Thursday style comedy show. Get you ready for that Friday morning fucking awesome cup of coffee. You're a little hungover. You got that cup of coffee. It's close to Christmas time, so it's all warm and nice. The fucking fire's going. You're about to go to work. I'm trying to set that mode for you. It's an ugly sweater event. It's a toy drive for children. First 50 tickets are $20. They're on Eventbrite right now. You can go buy them right now.
Ooh, sell it out, guys, quick.
The goal is to sell it out. We're doing a hundo. We got to be COVID compliant. It's a big space. It's at the Alpine. I got a good, solid, dope, awesome headliner coming.
Sweet.
Which I'm excited to tell everybody. But like I said, I'm that motherfucking hype man. So I'm letting the beat build, bitch, if you will. So you'll be seeing that. More promo to come. Save the motherfucking date, 12/10.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be there?
Oh, totally.
Fuck yeah. You should be there.
I'll be there.
Are you going to bring a friend?
I mean, I got people I can shove in there.
Are you going to bring a toy?
I could.
It'd be great if you do. Cool.
I'll get multiple.
Whether we get 10 toys or 100 toys. 10 kids get a toy or 100 toy, I don't know.
I'm going to dress up like Santa Claus and bring a whole bag.
Okay, dude, that would be sick. But I was going to say the last question, are you going to wear an ugly sweater?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of them. I bought one that's just, it's the kind of ugly sweater that I didn't go out and try to I'm going to buy one. I just saw it at a thrift store, and I was like, this is perfect.
I found mine in the women's section of Walmart last year.
Yes.
Dude, because it's super neutral. I was like, that one's fucking sick. It says, you go this way with it, and it says slay, and then you go this way, and it says sleep, and then it says all day. So it's either slay or sleep all day, which is like my two favorite things to do, slay or sleep. Slay then sleep. I don't know. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Ugly sweaters, women's section, Walmart. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, nah, dude,
I don't fit in many women's things.
I don't think they make a woman's size, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I already have, if I'm looking for women's shoes, I got to go size 18 in women's. And that's just not happening.
Damn. That's fucked. Could you imagine if some chick was like, she comes in, you work at the van store, and she's like, I need size 18. And you're just like,
it's like, I don't even know they went that high.
Man, we have to special order those and special build those.
I can glue 2 9s together. You want that?
I am excited about that show, though. You'll definitely, if you follow me on Instagram, Joe Comedy 775, you'll definitely be seeing a lot of promo stuff. Watch my stories. I love watching stories, and then I love making my own stories. And it's not a look at me thing. It's like a motivational thing. Like, I'll see a friend on the road taking his girl to go do a camping trip somewhere on the coast, and I'm like, motherfucker. And it motivates me to want to do it. Or like seeing guys and people spend time with their kids, and then pushes me to spend time. And so I like to use social media for the positive side of it.
Oh yeah,
what I'm saying?
To just have fun and have fun with other people. Because I saw your Gumby rolling around with a 40 thing.
Yeah, did you like that?
And I was immediately like, I want to go fuck around in a costume right now.
You want to go skate downtown as Gumby with a 40. Fun fact about that story, I didn't see one cop.
You were skating down the whole of downtown.
I know.
And you didn't see one cop.
No.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to my guy, Todd Stanley Films, who shot that with me. He rode his longboard. He has a wicked nice equipment set up, and his creativity and his ability to create edits is fucking lit. We got plans. Let's just say that. We're working together. I love that guy. Super down to earth, talented, local. Support locals. Build each other up. Everybody love everybody.
Hell yeah! Got any plugs of just things you enjoy, things you want to shout out that are going on right now that maybe you're not a part of, but you want to just tell the world what's cool?
Yeah, what's cool right now? Mike Love Music.
Hell
Definitely
yeah.
go check that out. I listen to that shit daily. I love Mike. Love his music. Winter's coming. I'm a huge advocate for skiing and snowboarding. I do both, which is dope. I'm not like, I'm a snowboarder, fuck the skiers, and I'm not a skier who's like, fuck the boarder. I think that shit's whack. Like, grow up, bro.
Just do some winter sports.
Like,
Get
just
out
be
there.
cool. Just be cool with everybody. Be nice. And so one of the coolest things about skiing and snowboarding is you go to these remote areas really quickly on these lifts, and it's like a winter wonderland, and you're with your friends, and you got hot tea with some Fireball and, you know, some stuff, and it's just, dude, the experience up there, the shredding part is dope, don't get me wrong, but the being up in the mountain,
hanging out,
and you want to, dude, you want to talk about meditation and shit. You want to talk about like breathing and fucking finding yourself and calming down. I advise that to anybody. Fucking love it. I'm so excited. I got to pass the squat and alpine this year. I got my daughter a pass as well, my stepdaughter. I am gonna take her as many times as I can. That's the goal. Every weekend you can catch Zoelle and I up at the mountain at Squaw. Which, by the way, hopefully the village and shit starts opening so we can, like, I was thinking, like, I could go there, ski all day, walk in, and grab the mic and do comedy. Because I know that they do that there, but it's like, dude, we got to get back to some normalcy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're trying, and it's like people want it, but also it's...
What else is cool right now, though? You asked me to kind of round this off here. Support thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. I don't agree with the whole fucking, oh, they got 50 people in their yard over there, I'm going to call and make a report. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's like... Is
the government going to be there when you need some sugar? Is the government going to be where the dude's weirding at your house, creeping, trying to break into your shit? Yeah. Is the government going to... No, your neighbor's going to be there for you. Right, you know what I'm saying?
All the time. Yeah.
So, love thy neighbor. I think that's in right now. I think that's cool. Another thing that I think is cool right now, another one of my locally talented, super dope friends, K-Riz. He's a musician, makes amazing songs. He's very talented. Go see one of his upcoming things. I know he's always constantly trying to plan events and put on shows. I know he has an event coming up this year, Make 'Em Smile. I've done comedy at these events, which is super fucking difficult.
Oh, yeah. Doing comedy at a music show is rough.
Bro. Okay, so the one year that I did it... Okay, let me just tell this quick story.
Yeah,
the one year that I did it, it was like rapper, Joe comedy, rapper.
They sandwiched you in between everybody.
And I was the only stand-up comedian, dude. There wasn't even somebody else to split the fucking... difficulty with.
That is difficult. Like,
and I get up there, and the first thing that I say, and some people were like, they're like, dude, what the fuck? Calm down, chill. And I was like, dude, I got to start this one out with a fucking heater because I'm trying to grab the attention of the whole fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, once the music fucking turns off, and you're like, and there was a DJ, and he was definitely fucking on point with the cues and stuff. So he's playing music. I came up on stage to Mac Dre Get Stupid because I figured that would get their attention. And I was dancing like, oh, yeah, and then I was like, kill it, DJ. Kills the music. And the first joke that I come on with is how rap artists, you know, some of them be rapping about the craziest, wildest shit. Like, they'll be like, guns, drugs, money, murder. Guns, drugs, money, murder. Guns, drugs, money, murder. And then at the end of the show, being an interview, post show interview, and the guy's like, first of all, I just want to thank God. Look, bro, I'm pretty sure that it ain't God blessing you up about rapping about guns, drugs, money, and murder. That's a shout out to the devil. Can we just agree there? That's more of a devil shit. That's more devil style. And somebody was like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, too sensitive? I forgot it's a rap show, not a comedy show. You know, be open-minded, dude. This is hard as fuck. What's up, everybody? How you doing? You know, like, it is. So, like you just said. And then it's not like it got any easier the following year, because the following year I did it again and went up there. I brought Sarah with me. I was like, I'm not fucking doing it alone. Yeah. Brought Sarah Ruker with me. And she did well. I went up there, I said some controversial shit, and then the band that came on after me was like, dude, what the fuck?
That's always best when the band everywhere is like, we don't condone any of the things that just happened.
Okay, so it's an adult event, 21 and older. It is a Make 'Em Smile event, so it is a toy drive. It's a fundraiser. K-Riz is the fucking man. He's amazing at it. I respect him so much and his ability to do what I've been doing in a sense, which is putting on shows, bringing people together, making things charitable. He's amazing at it. But the following year, like I said, I go on before this band, 21 and older event, but it is a toy drive, so I guess it's for kids, right?
Yeah.
But Motherfucker, there's no kids here. I can talk about whatever I want.
It's for children eventually. It's not for kids now.
I said some controversial shit. I did some things on stage that some people in the back that were there for the music weren't fond of.
Did you fuck the stool?
No, I didn't do the fuck the stool one. I didn't do that one. Fuck, what one did I do that nobody really... I mean, everybody liked it that was watching comedy. It was dope. There was a bunch of people standing right in front. I felt the love. I felt the support. But you know when there's those people in the back?
They're just staring at you, but like they're not enjoying it. You're like, dude, like go drink or something.
Sending it. You know, like you're going for it wild card style because if you don't, you're just going to fall on your face because this is not a...
Yeah,
I tell people
have to keep their...
Bobby, I tell people that all the time. Like... trying to do more than one thing, like a comedy show, and people pay for tickets, people are going there with the intention to laugh, okay? They are signing up to go to participate in a motherfucking comedy show.
Yep.
When you don't buy tickets to an event and you put on a comedy show, you're going to get an audience and some people that were there to have like this excuse to go out to hang out at the bar that might not even be fans of comedy. So for me, it's like, I'm down to put on a comedy show and sell tickets for that and put that together, but like it's rough. And I'll continue to take any opportunity that I can, but doing the whole in between rappers or in between bands, hey guys, we're gonna just go ahead and stop right there. We're just gonna break it up with some comedy. Welcome to the stage, Joe Comedy 775. And then you just get out there and you're just like, fuck. Sup?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
Especially if there's like.
Would you do it? Would you do it if I invited you this next time?
Oh, totally. Like I've done it before, and like, it's not my favorite, but like I can survive and I can do it and I can keep the energy, but it's still just like. Staring at someone who's just sitting at a table looking at you like I would rather have a song on in the background right now. And you're like, no, now I'm playing to you. This next joke is specifically for you.
You know what I just realized about my shitty placement of my phone? Is that the people that are watching it on my live can only see...
It's tough. It's tough.
Sorry, guys. What a dork. We can hear your voice though, so that's important.
Oh yeah, they can go back. This will be out everywhere in the world tomorrow. They can check it out.
What else is cool? Not flying on airplanes is cool right now. Yeah. That seems like a weird vibe. I'm looking forward to traveling again. Dude, planes just seem weird. The announcements they're making are weird.
Oh yeah.
Masks are controversial. I wear one. I participate because I want to keep getting out of this thing and back to some normalcy.
Right.
But dude, if you're in your car driving down the road with your windows rolled up with your fucking mask on, and you're giving me a dirty look because I'm not in my car with my fucking windows up with
ridiculous.
My mask on.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
I see people driving around with their mask on, and I'm like, either they think that I can cough into their car through two things of glass, or they just turned their brain off and they don't remember a thing that's on their face.
Here's what I'll admit. The brain shut off thing.
Oh, yeah.
Your boys come out of Home Depot a couple times, got in the car, got halfway home, and was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And ripped the mask off. So, in a way, I do understand that some of those people that I see with their mask on, with their windows rolled up, are definitely...
Just on
accident. They just, or it's cold out, a little chilly out. It's a little cold outside. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, like I can forgive forgetting because like if you can leave your sunglasses on the top of your head, you can forget you're wearing a mask. Like it happens.
Exactly. Yeah, and I do that shit all the time. You know how many sunglasses I've lost in the lake? A lot. Oh
man, that's rough. Well, I guess I can't get any sunglasses stories anymore. But we can. Let's see. Yeah, we're about near the end. Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Dude, thank you, bro. I've had hella fun today.
I'm gonna have you on more often whenever we got more things going. I'm trying to have like guests because for too long I would just do this by myself or just like with one or two people.
Oh, dude, I was stoked when you hit me up about this. Fuck yeah, Bobby Benedict podcast. What is, dude?
The Petri Dish.
The Petri Dish.
Yeah, check me out on YouTube. Also, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, but there's also my weird show that I've been trying to shoot where I just see if I got too fat for things. So far, it's just skateboarding. Yoga is next. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, did everyone check things out? Other than that,
hey, do you want to go snowboarding this year?
I want to learn. Like,
well, we're gonna learn, but for the first few days, it's gonna be like the fucking episodes you've been recording of things that Bobby can't do.
Falling on my ass, just being like, my legs hurt.
You're gonna
be
fucking mad. You know.
I
will, dude. I'll blessings. I'll take you to the mountain.
I'll
take you to the mountain.
I mean,
I don't know. We're gonna have to fucking. I can't get no loner gear for you because I don't know any guys that are 6'11" and that.
I figured if I'm gonna try
snowboard.
snowboarding, I'm just gonna have to gear up myself immediately. Like,
we'll get you a board and some bindings and shit, but boots. You're on your own on the fucking boots. We got to find you some boots.
I'm gonna have to get some custom made because I got size 16 quadruple E wide feet. Like, they flare out like a clown foot.
Could you imagine catching one of those to the face?
Oh god.
That would fucking.
That's what you know. That's why I try not to fight people because I know I could just accidentally kill somebody. Like it's not a thing I want to get into.
That's a real thing. You can accidentally murk somebody.
I'm like, my hand is the size of some people's head, and I can be full of anger. So I just try to not be. I can throw people.
The presence right now with Bobby, I'm letting you guys know right now from firsthand. His presence right now is intense.
It changes. Like I worked for like a paleo food company at one point, and we just like did CrossFit with each other. And one time they were all doing like the big like worm thing together, and just to see if I wanted to see if I could pick it up and put it over my head. And I did. I just like King Konged it. I was like, ah, and then I threw it back down. And they were all like, fuck, no.
Can I be honest with you real fast?
Yeah, man.
I feel like I know what a petri dish is, but I don't really know what a petri dish is.
It's that little science thing where they grow gross shit on glass.
Fuck, I'm so stupid.
That's why I thought like this. Actually, my original roommate, Jonathan, shout out Jonathan.
Petri dish, that's what it was, dude. I fucking loved science, too. I don't know how I didn't know that.
Yeah, he named this house the Petri dish because he was just like, yeah, we're all gross, and this is the Petri dish. And I was like, perfect. So
dude, your house is not gross.
Oh, yeah, I try to keip it nice, but it's still like, it used to just be 3 comedians living here, and it was...
When Marcus at the last show, one of the comedians, he said, anybody got a shitty roommate? And so many people started cheering. That is absolutely a thing as well. Yeah. Like, living with somebody that's not a clean person, clean your shit. Like, fuck that. I don't know.
Yeah, so everyone just wash your ass. That's
you don't want your house to be like the Petri dish.
Yeah.
Which this one's not that bad, but I've been to some ones that are bad.
I got flowers and shit now. Things are nice.
Yeah, these are really nice, by the way. Where'd you get those?
I don't know. My girlfriend figured it out.
By the way, shout out to Bobby for blessing me with this apple pie for coming through and doing the podcast. Hell of a guy. Thank you, Bobby. I fucking appreciate you having me at the Petri dish.
Thanks for coming out, Joe.
Thanks, bro. Signing off.